Hey guys, so welcome back. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow will be legs for some of you. And I just thought I would bring an idea to you. A lot of people out there are trying to fix the world by trying to force others or do others the way that, to force them in a certain direction, to believe the way that they believe, kind of, looking, trying to fix the world by fixing everything around them. I think that everybody has the, I would believe, responsibility, but ability to realize that the biggest problems in the world is not outside of you, it is inside of you. So imagine all the problems we had if every individual in the world just looked inwards for 1 second, realized that a lot of what's wrong has to do with them. Imagine how many problems would solve itself. Solve itself meaning people might see themselves doing the wrong thing, whatever the wrong thing or perceived wrong thing could be. It could be people harming others, not realizing they're harming others just because they're focused on themselves. And then also again, people trying to, as I said, focus their energy outwards, not use their energy to empower themselves by working harder, learning from their mistakes every day, taking accountability for their actions. See, all these things I talk about, it seems to go over people's heads. It's almost like some things you have to explain small phrases to people before they get it. Our world, we cut off time so much that everything's down to 2 or 3 words to mean something, a motto. And it's like people are jumping to try to create new mottos when the good ones that work have been created over 2,000 years ago already. I was talking to one of my friends, and that I'm not somebody that likes to read books that have been written recently. But again, depending on the topic, of course, I like to read old books. It feels sometimes that people very long ago had more time on their hands to think about things. So I would rather read or learn from someone like that than most of the shit we have pushed down our throats every day. The stuff you have pushed down your throat has taught you not to be patient, to want everything in a day or two, in a week or two. It hasn't, they've got a word, character, right? And that again is something that means absolutely fucking nothing to someone that doesn't have character. They don't fucking understand that at all. That means nothing to them. And people with character would die to keep that intact. It's a very different way of looking at it. But character, if I'm remembering right, was a phrase used to describe the marks on a certain tool or something as it was created, making it special, but or characteristics of that tool, right? So as you use the tool, the characters, the damage that the tool would over the years it would be damaged, and this is what gave that tool character, something to do with that and the word and the phrasing. So it shows you that the tough things you go through will build character, but the things that you do not go through, that you decide, it's almost like somebody telling you to get into the pool and it's just a little bit too cold for you. It's not freezing, it's a little bit too cold, and you just take your toe right out. Now that's a very simple explanation, but that's a lack of character. That's not even giving yourself a shot, because it's a little bit inconvenient, Just as an example, explaining the words, because words in essence, in most cases, if people don't listen to them, are useless. Useless. People say words have power. Sure. Power has power. Power will use anything to generate more power. It means nothing. You can tell people the right things over and over and over. It would make no fucking difference. At the end of the day, we all will walk a journey, and sometimes it'll take some people 5 years, 10 years, before the eyes topple over and they see what they've been doing and how they can fix it. Some people, and I mean, I have athletes and people that I help from starting at, you know, when they're in school, all the way up to people that are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. So I've seen it, you know, how much time do you want to lose? How much time are you willing to put in the toilet every day and be okay with it? Like every now and again, I have time available, and I see how much time I have. I see here and that, you know, see how much time I have. I don't have time. I don't have a lot of time. I have to, but I make time to do the things I want to do. I try to find a balance. I try to manage these things. That's all these videos I put out for you guys every day, is giving you small tips for you to build a good foundation, for you to then put a house on that. You know what I'm saying? Something that you can rely on. There's no flash in the pan shit. As I said, you're not going to stumble into success. This isn't some fucking lottery ticket. You're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to be consistent, and then you'll see reward. You know, I made that video, starting out this video with thinking I'm going to talk about being grateful. And I really still am. What? That's being grateful. Me, I'm so grateful that I realized these things a certain while ago. That I had to let go of certain ideas, certain things, and let certain things in. If your cup is full, right? Your cup is full. There's nothing I can add there. If you're not taking every day, taking in from your experiences, your cup will remain full of bullshit that has gotten you to where you are, that you want to be in a better position, right? That's why you're trying to do better. That's why you're trying to make changes, why you're trying to do this and that. It's progress, it's growth, it's development. That's a good thing. But if the ideas that fill up your cup or your glass is still driving your days, there's no way for you to put things in that. So that's why I think, let me explain, like, if we look at being grateful, what I really mean with that. I talked a little bit about character. So grateful for me is just being grateful that I have the opportunity to do something today. Being grateful that I'm able to walk. Being grateful that I'm able to choose my food. Being grateful that I'm in a position that I have resources to be able to have resources. You know what I'm saying? If you are not grateful for these things, then I don't think your base is right for the day. Because where else is your mind then? Try to look at your thoughts throughout the day and see where your mind is. Try to see if you can keep track of it. See throughout your day, 24 hours, 16 if you're awake that much, give or take, let's say, if you're in bed by 10, up, let's say about 18 hours, right? 18 and 20 hours. How much of that are you consciously aware of what you're thinking of? How much are you aware, and specifically in the moment that you're at? Are you thinking backwards or are you thinking forwards? Because see, that will make you enjoy the journey a bit more. That you're right here and now. And it'll make you put your feet down in the right spots better. Because if you're not looking where you're walking, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna trip, you're gonna fall. Okay, talking about a lot of ideas now, just trying to get some shit into your head that'll be useful to get to have a better week, so that you can every week empty your cup, start the week fresh. I don't need fucking anything from you, nothing from you, except to do what you said you're gonna do. I don't fucking care how you feel. I don't care how I feel. Like, I'm motivated. I am relentless. I don't fucking stop. There's no this or that. I don't fucking stop. I just don't. So this is why I'm bleeding out some of this relentlessness every day for you guys. So don't fucking stop ever. reach your goals. Okay, one of my things, I'm going to try and swear a little bit less, but it's hard. It's hard. I hope you guys have a great night. Cheers.